JV girls, JV Lakers girls versus the Spartans of St. Stephen. I assume it's their JV team. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I would have to assume.
We got Calder up to serve here for St. Stephen. The score here is 7-0 for St. Stephen here. And it's going to be Brooklyn Finney to receive, and she's going to send that one out of bounds, and it's going to be Calder up to serve once again. Based on the score, I have to assume she's on an 8 serving streak here. We had some technical issues starting the stream, but we're all ready to go now. Timeout is going to be called by one of these teams here. Celia, did you catch what team called the timeout?
Well, I would have to assume that it was the Lakers, seeing as it's 8-0.
Yes, or it was the Spartans playing on, I don't know. Switching on to more, trying out some different players, maybe?
Mm,
Who knows?
Could be, but that's not really... You think you could just sub, is the thing.
I did see one of, I think it was a JV game, a team that was winning by a huge margin call a timeout for some reason.
Yeah, that does happen, but it's, like, less common.
In this case, I
for
think...
obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Seeing as it is the start of the game, and the Spartans already have the lead, I don't think that they would call the timeout at this time. But who knows, maybe.
Who knows? Alright. I'm not sure. Do you know if JV has the mercy rule for serving?
I don't think so. I think it's just middle school.
So it would be bordering on there now with 8 serves successfully done by Calder and maybe a 9 too.
It is up to 10, right?
So we'll see. Seem to be aiming to that sweet spot right there, right near Brooklyn Finney. Really low serves and
that's basically like the perfect
Spartans.
spot. Serve up to.
Calder once again up for another serve. This will be her 10th. Very strong serve. Overhand is a little rare, but this time they're actually getting the ball going. Be 2 hits on the Lakers, but they're not going to be able to get it over.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of communication on their side. You could see how they all of the players all huddled together, but seemed to hesitate when going for the ball. I would say there's no mercy rule then.
Finney's going to be able to make that one airborne. It's not going to go anywhere as McFadgen is not going to be able to get to the ball in time. That one was the one I've seen to be the closest to going out of bounds, but they're still going to play it here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the Lakers' best chance at this moment. That one's definitely in bounds. It's going to be Henry to hit it. That one's also going to go out of bounds after Henry's hit. Seems like a trend for this JV girls team is making the ball go out of bounds right after one hit.
Yeah. They're not able to pick up the ball in a way that actually makes it so that they're able to play it afterwards. That's the first point of the game.
Let's hope the server up for the JV girls here on the Lakers side is as strong as that server, because
that would be serving right now. That would be Danica Guitar.
They're really strong players, and they're going to go for an overhand serve. St. Stephen doing a better job at bringing it over, as they are going to successfully bring it over. It's going to be Henry, and it's going to be Grieve to hit over. Should be successful. Quick bump return by St. Stephen. It's going to be Finney to hit there, and it's going to go into the... It's number 13 to serve here. And that serves out of bounds, but the Squeezy's going to play it. Very interesting play there by Squeezy. There's going to be Claire. Serve once again. That one is going to be in the zone of play. McFadgen's going to have to move a lot to get to that one, and it's going to be unsuccessful. She'll be up to serve once again. Being Claire, I don't want to butcher her last name. What would you say her last name is? Are you on it?
Something of the sort. I'm not really able to read the handwriting, is the only problem.
You can blame that one on Mr. White. Rihanna with another beautiful serve, and it's going to go into the little bit of a dead zone there when the ball is really close to the net, and Henry's like, oh no, cannot be taking that one, and she's going to try to get as far away as the to the ball as she possibly can, which was probably the best play there, but her team was not ready for it. And the ball is going to hit the ground. It's going to be up to serve again. Fourth time now. Sweezy is going to serve right into the back of Guitard.
The Spartans have a pretty strong team when it comes to serving, as they've shown up until this point, having the score being 18-1.
Nice hit there, and it's going to be Fadgen to receive. Henry, once again, is going to put that one in the net. Again, she's just trying to get out of there after she hits it. That's probably the proper thing to do once it goes in the net. But,
yeah.
I find the JV team has a harder time reacting to net hits than the senior teams do.
I find they, in general, have a much slower reaction time than senior teams, which would make sense because senior teams tend to have a lot more experience and a lot more, like...
It's usually the grade 9s and 10s on the JV team, and then the grade 11s and 12s on the...
Yeah.
With some...
exceptions.
Such as Riley DeMerchant.
There is actually quite a bit of grade 10 students on...
The senior team?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot. I find most of this team is grade 9, a little bit of grade 10 in there. It's a good place to start. I'm surprised our basketball team
don't have... There is a grade 11, I think. Let me see the...
Yeah, one grade 11.
Yeah.
And sometimes the JV team is the better option for you if you don't want to be as committed to basketball as a lot of the senior teams have way more games to play.
Yeah.
Or volleyball, rather. I think I said basketball. I was going to say something.
I'm pretty sure they don't usually... It's only... grade 9s and 10s that are allowed on the JV team.
In schools that are bigger, it's mostly split up by grade.
No, it's actually not a rule. Like, it's a rule that you're not supposed to be on the JV team if you're in like, grade 11, 12.
Okay, well, in this school we make exceptions because we're very small. I think we do have a few grade 11ers on this team. Are you allowed to have grade 9ers on the senior team?
Yeah, it's just I do remember last year there was some struggles because some players weren't sure whether they would be able to make the senior team, and they were in grade 10, so that would be their last year playing. But I think it's good to make exceptions for players that just want to play.
Yeah. I find that the audience who wants to play basketball, especially for the girls, is almost 3 times as much as basketball, which surprises me. I'm also going to interrupt quickly to say that St. Stephen has taken this. Sorry for not commentating that much. We were kind of going on that side tangent here, but
yeah.
As I was saying, the girls' basketball team consists of a lot of very few people in it.
The girls' volleyball team, basketball team rather, is really, really small. I do remember when they were trying to put the team together, they only had like 5 players at the start that actually wanted to play. They were able to build onto that, but very, very small numbers for basketball. Let's
not forget that Brooklyn Riley injured herself first game and didn't play for the entire season.
Yeah.
Until Harbor, which means that they were like a 7 or 8 person roster, which is I think below. I'm not sure if they actually were like legally supposed to be able to be a team.
I'm not sure.
They're getting there. I think you probably only need 5 people.
But I find sports like soccer and volleyball where you don't have to have people don't put as much commitment into it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more popular.
And I think if there was a JV basketball team, more people would apply because it's like, oh, I have to be on the best team or not at all.
It's it'd be less stressful is the thing.
And another thing that the senior girls grabbed a grade 8 player, Holly Henry, to
there was
she did a great job.
She did. She was exceptional.
She was on par with all of the grade 9s and 10s.
Yeah.
And another thing about the senior girls team is they're mostly grade 10ers and a few grade 11ers.
Now we would like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited.
Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams.
If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chloe Grass up to serve here to begin the second set. It's going to be received by St. Stephen. They're going to be able to bring it over, and it's going to be McFadgen bringing it up in the air. It's going to be Albert to send it over. It's going to be a quick rebuttal by St. Stephen. They're going to play it even though it looks like it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Henry setting up in the air, and it's going to be Sweezy to bring it over. That's going to be right on the line. It's going to be determined as out of bounds. It's going to be St. Stephen taking the first point of the set. It's going to be it's going to be Caldert up to serve again. She was the one who went on the big serving spree last time, which means that the Lakers must be a little scared here.
Oh.
And that's kind of seems a little poetic as she's gone on 11-point serving spree and ended up going in the net, and she's going to not have any sort of serving spree to begin here.
Yeah.
Squeeb's going to be serving. The Lakers are going to have their first lead over the St. Stephen Spartans. I didn't catch the score at the end of that game, or in the first set. It was 25-1.
I think.
Which means that the Lakers are already doing 2 times as better this set.
Yeah. Which is always good. I believe that probably would have been out.
Yes, definitely. But Grass is going to play it, and it's going to end up in the downfall of that point there, and it's going to go to St. Stephen here. Number 6 up to serve, that being Mediano. I apologize for any mispronunciations. Nice serve there. A lot of overhand serves for St. Stephen.
Yeah.
It's going to be Grieve there, but that's going to be 3 touches, and it's just going to be Albert to grab the ball there and roll it around. The St. Stephen Spartans, as it will be her serving once again. Mediano, rather. It's going to be received by Henry. She's going to bump it up in the sky. It's going to be Grieve running. She's able to make it over with just one more bump, and she's also going to play that even though it looks out. It's going to be McFadgen bringing it over this time. 13 to set. It's going to be number 5 hitting over with a little bit of a set spike there. McFadgen setting here. It's going to be Albert to hit, and she's going to make it over. Quick rebuttal. It's going to be Sweezy bringing up. Now McFadgen. Sweezy to hit. She's going to be able to make it over. It's going to be Grass. Now McFadgen bringing up in the air. Albert to hit. And that's going to be inbounds in the corner. Beautiful snipe there. Sweezy up to serve now. It's going to be 6 setting here, and it's going to be number 2, McDonald hitting there. Albert setting here. McFadgen's going to go for a little bit of a hit there, but it's going to be at a weird angle. And she's going to end up... I got it.
That's number 13 being Claire. I'm not entirely sure. Up to serve.
Henry had a little bit of weird touch there, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Edelyn Albert up to serve now. She makes it over. 13.
Nice tip over there.
Number 2 with that back set over the net. Number 5 being Gabby Hyslop serving. Long serve. 2 players getting caught up in that bump. It's not being able to make it back over.
It's going to be a mixed communication there as 2 people are going to try to bump it, and it's going to go out of bounds there.
Hyslop serving again. Deep serve. Henry hitting it over.
That was going to go
just
out
out
of
of bounds.
Henry had a beautiful hit there, but I think it would have been better if she was more closer to the left side of the board as it would have, or court rather, as it would have been in bounds.
Yeah. Very powerful serve. Sadly, it's short and into the net.
It's going to be Lakers serving now, and Emma McFadgen.
Little mix-up between players there. Number 2 isn't able to tip it over.
Nice serve by Emma there.
Back up to serve again. Very low serve. St. Stephen's able to get it back over. McFadden. Grass.
She's going to have a nice hit there. It's actually going to be almost a kill, I would say.
Lands right in the back court. It was more of like a palm hit up over.
But no player on the St. Stephen's Friends are going to be able to make contact with it.
Yeah. The ball ends up landing very close to the net, making it so that Harvey's not able to get it back over, and ultimately it hits the floor. Number 2 up to serve, that being Carly McDonald. Zoe Henry hitting the ball over. Number 8. Really squeezy to receive. Number 3 with a bump. And then McFadden receiving. Zoe Henry tries to volley the ball over, but doesn't make it far enough, and it lands back on their side.
That was a great rally there by Harvey.
Yeah.
One of their better rallies, I would say. They're trying to do a little bit more of traditional setting there, and that's nice to see from a JV team, as it's usually what they strive for in senior games, is to have the normal set, or is the bump, set, and hit, and Blake working on that.
The 3 hits is like a very big thing. I do remember when I played volleyball even, they were like, if you hit it over, it's just like one hit over. They will be like calling from the sidelines, like 3 hits, guys, 3 hits.
You want to use everything you have available to use there.
And get you ready for like senior, where it is, you do want to use every hit that you have. Number 8 tries to, I would say, like tip the ball over in a way, but ends up just hitting it into the net as the ball has landed too far down already for her to be able to tip it over. Zoe Henry up to serve. Very high arch of a serve. Number 3 hitting it over. Adeline Abbott to receive. Kylie Grieve bumping it over. Number 3 hitting it over again. Louis Sweezy to receive. Miscommunication, or just not even able to get the ball for Harvey, and it is now back to St. Stephen, their point. This is number 8 serving, I think.
That serve is not going to be successful. We'd like to point out St. Stephen does like to do a lot of rotation once play starts, as they are pretty comfortable with number 6, that being Mediano as their setter, and number 3 and number 13 will go to the corners there for prep for hits. And this seems to be working out well, as they've gotten a lot of hits over in a lot of sets.
That ball lands just on the line, making it Harvey's ball with little rotation check there. Chloe Grass serving. Overhand. 13 set. 6 to hit over. Lily Sweezy goes for the ball, isn't able to hit it. St. Stephen's ball now with number 3 serving. That being JC Calder, I believe. Beautiful hit. No one on Harvey was able to receive that.
I would like to say that I did talk about 6 setting, but she also seems to be a very good hitter, a very diverse player here.
3 to hit.
That's Calder there with another serve. She was the one who went on a little bit of a streak at the first set, which ended up giving them their decisive win at the first set.
Definitely. Chloe Grass tried to go for that one and ended up on the floor. Wasn't able to receive. She's hitting again. That one ended up being out of bounds.
As I stated in the first set, I feel like the best way to counter her is just to wait for one of her balls to go out of bounds, which does seem to be...
I'm not sure whether Harvey knew that one was out of bounds or whether they just weren't able to get it. It could be either or.
Every single time that they stopped Calder's streak, it's been due to her hitting the net or her out of bounds.
Definitely,
They've never,
yeah. She's very powerful serve. They aren't really able to receive it like in a perfect way that they're able to get it back over right. So they do have to basically just wait for it to go out of bounds.
I will say that even if they can make it over the net, it ends up being an easy set bump set hit over, which ends up giving the Spartans the point.
Yeah, true, because usually if they're able to hit it over, it's free, so they're able to get a very good... I'm not sure what the word would correctly be for it, but they're able to receive it nicely in a way that they're able to...
set something up. Yeah,
return it well. That is number 6 serving, that being...
Mediano.
Spartans point. Mediano back up to serve.
7 points remaining in the set. If they get all the next 7 ones. Ooh.
I thought that one was over. That was a pretty good attempt at a return, but sadly it was not able to make it back over the net.
Agree with a almost beautiful recovery. Good communication there by the entirety of the JV girls Lakers.
Yep, even their bench.
This lineup for the JV girls seems to be working out a little bit better than the first set.
Yeah, it seems to be. Lily Sweezy up to serve, underhand. She seems to carry it a little bit and run with it when she serves. I'm not sure entirely what that is, but it works well because it seems to float over. 13 to head over. Adeline Albert attempted a spike. It just makes it into the net though, sadly. 13 back up to serve. Just barely making it over. Great receive by Chloe Grass and beautiful hit over. Ultimately, it ends up being Harvey's ball with Adeline Albert serving.
And up to serve now. First time serving, one of the first times I've seen her serve tonight. A little bit of a lift up there, but it's going to be in play.
They seem to be a little less strict on the rules with JV. At least this ref does. But what do I know? I'm not a volleyball ref, so.
Speaking of the volleyball ref, I think I should shout out everyone helping with the game tonight. And that being Delaney McElwain and Ali Sirwell working the minor official board. Your referee for tonight is Chloe Dirano. I want to say Dirao. It's very French. Sorry if I messed up the pronunciation. Duaro. You want to give it a run?
Is that a W? I thought it was Daron.
Daron, that sounds right. And everyone helping with the stream tonight. We got a little bit of a mixed crew here. It's me and Cecilia Pauly doing your play-by-play in color. It's Tim Neidert working scoreboard and console at the same time, really helping a lot with the stream. We got Willow Gillett working the camera. And we got some people in the back also ready to switch on and helping us with some comments about the stream and helping us make sure that everything's running correctly.
Thank you to everyone that's helping. Thank you to our sponsors and the officials for the game and minor officials.
Yeah.
And everyone watching as well. That ends up being the Spartans' ball with number 5 going to serve.
It's going to be the penultimate point here.
So Henry to tip over. Number 2 with a back set. Set point here.
Actually, match point. Would it
yeah,
be?
match point. Yes,
I
because
think it's
they
best.
did.
I think it's best out of 2. Would it be?
I think it's best out of 2, but it goes. I
They play
really
5.
don't know. They play 5.
Maybe it is a match point,
I
but
I have no idea, but it definitely is set point for the Spartans.
and that will be game or match.
Yep.
We'll see. I think if the Lakers win the next 3, I think we got to give them the win there.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at RE Max, East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited.
Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams.
If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information below.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry for mispronouncing that. It's actually Remax East Coast Elite Realty. We will be back after this this break between sets. Talk then. My apologies, everyone. I did mispronounce the referee, as I assumed it's Duaron, not whatever I said before. She's doing a great job at this game. I have no complaints at all. Well, I don't think it's my place, but if I did, I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about the coaching tonight. I think she's done an amazing job here. As we enter the third set here, it's going to be Spartans, it seems to be serving first, and it's going to be Calder, to be more specific. The strongest server, I would say, for the St. Stephen Spartans, from what I've seen. We'll see if she'll have another streak like she did in the first set. This play is going to start here. Calder with a very powerful service, see by McFadgen, over by Sweezy. Quick rebuttal there by the Spartans. As a hit attempt by Sweezy is going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be Spartans up to serve once again. Calder with an overhand serve. That one's going to hit the net. Almost goes over, but it's going to be... it's not going to, and it's going to be the Lakers' point here. As Guitard will be up to serve here. Nice serve here as a little bit of a rally's going to start. It's going to be Sweezy getting position there. As a bump is going to go into the net.
Doing a little upside down volleyball, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't think it'd be possible, but fun.
No.
Guitard with another amazing hit there. To receive by number 6, up by number 7. It's going to be Sweezy to receive. Now Grieve getting in. He's trying to set someone, but no one seems to be in that position. A little bit of miscommunication, I want to say.
Yeah. It's always sad to see that happen because usually it's a pretty good rally going on. Communication really is very important in a lot of sports, but I find especially volleyball, because even just a little bit of miscommunication can mess up your whole game.
That's very true. It's going to be number 4 receiving there. Number 7 to bring over. It's going to be Grieve now. Fadgen once again going to that spot where no one is. Bohannon up to serve. Second time now. It's going to be received by Gibson in the back. It's going to be squeezed to hit over. That's out of bounds by every which way. Give up to serve now. Underhand serve. It's going to be a nice one. Up by Bohannon, and that's going to be a dead ball. Lakers maintaining their lead here. Or rather, gaining a lead now.
Yeah. They're able to pick up the pace. Which they also did at the start of last game. Or last set,
Yeah.
mean. They're able to pick up the game pretty well at the start, but sadly they're not able to continue that throughout the game.
Well, we'll see here.
Oh.
Nice hit there by Jaros. A little bit of a rally is going to commence. It's going to be Gibson here. Draw set, and it's going to be McFadgen with a tip over, but the ball is going to a really unfortunate place. As it will be Mediano up to serve now. That one's going to make it over the net. A little bit of miscommunication by number 10, number 7, that being Grant and Hat. It's going to end up getting the Lakers the point. Tying up again, it's going to be Sweezy up to serve. Very interesting serve. It's going to hit the net but go over, but it's going to go out of bounds. This makes it the Spartans' ball. Callie Hat up to serve now. Nice hit. It's going to be received by Sweezy. She's going to quickly bring it to the front line, and the front line of the JV girls is not going to be able to react in time, as it was a little bit of a hard ball to receive. Nice hit there. Fadgen over by Gibson. Draws to Grieve. It's going to be Dross to bring it over, and that's going to be out of bounds. I assume this game will go to 5 sets. What do you think?
I would have to assume, yeah.
Most JV team games do. So.
And most JV games, and I'm not sure. This may be an exhibition game. This may not be.
Even if so, they'll play the first couple of sets as league, and then the last couple as exposition.
Yeah.
I missed English class today. My apologies. Expedition. Or that's the wrong word.
Oh, we're all getting the wrong words.
We figured it out now.
We'll look that up and come back.
With a nice serve. You would think English is not my first language, but it is.
You have a very English voice, though, so I'm not sure most people would think.
Yeah, I'm a little bit British. That's not what she means by an English voice, by the way. McFadgen bringing the ball up. Now it's going to be Sweezy to bring it over. Number 10 to receive really quickly. It's going to be Gibson setting up in the air. McFadgen to set here. It's going to be Gibson to bring it over with a quick bump. All the way in the back line. It's going to be Bohamed setting for number 4. It's going to be number 3 to bump over. 3 is going to successfully make it over as it's Guitard, and that's going to be out of bounds by Guitard, as after a really good rally back and forth a couple times there. Callie Had up to serve once again. She's on a little bit of a streak now, showing that number 3 is not the only good server on St. Stephen. Sweezy's going to bring it up the air. It's going to be McFadgen reposition, bring it over. Very powerful bump by Grieve is going to be able to bring that one over. It's going to be Calder bringing it over for the St. Stephen. McFadgen's going to try to go for a bump and switch to a volley, and ends up going to hitting it in the movement there, and it's going to end up sending it towards the net. Callie Had up to serve once again. 5th or 6th time I want to say now. Sweezy gonna send that one out of bounds. Hat up to serve again. That one's going to be over. Sweezy's going to send that. Wait. It's going to make it over eventually after some hits there. Gibson sending this one up. Dross is going to send that one out of bounds. As Hat is going to continue her streak here. Nice hit. It's going to be guitared. Sweezy. McFadden is sending over. It's going to be out of bounds. But a nice hit anyways.
Yeah.
Hat up to serve once again. It's going to make it over. Grieve to receive. That rhymes. Number 4 setting here. It's going to be Calder to hit over. Beautiful hit there. The Lakers are able to receive it, but not be able to keep it up in the air enough to bring it over the net.
No, that seems to be an issue with them. Even if they're able to receive, it might go in some random direction, and they're not able to keep it back in play or return the ball. And just like that, that's just exactly what happened. It was a good receive, almost over the net, just barely able to get there in time, and sadly not able to make it for the tip.
Callie Howe up to serve once again. She's gunning for Calder's streak here. It's going to be Grieve to receive it in the back. McFadden to send it up. Over. Attempted to be hit over by Gibson, but the net is going to get in the way once again. And it will be a Hat up to serve once again. She's almost about to have the same amount of hits that other girl had, with one of the best serves I've seen in a JV, I want to say. Low and powerful, but you know what? They're able to receive it. The 3 hits is not going to be successful there. It was a good serve, but it was an easy, must have been pretty easy to receive there. Or I wouldn't say easy, just JV team is really good at receiving balls. I'd say even if they can't keep the play going, they can usually get the first hit there.
Yeah, which is good. You want to be able to at least have that.
There's potential there, definitely.
Yeah.
It's Patterson now, back to Bahamid. They're able to bring it over. It's going to be Fadgen setting once again. Dross goes for a hit attempt, but it's going to lose control of the ball there, and it's going to be Hat up to serve once again.
Yeah, I would say that the biggest issue with their team does seem to be that they're not able to return the ball. They have good receives. They may have a wonky second hit that makes it so that they're not able to hit back over, but that third hit usually does end up not making it over.
Gibson sending over here, and that's going to be on the line.
Oh.
But more out of bounds than not. From up here, it kind of looks like it was on the line, so my apologies, but that is going to be St. Stephen's point, as Hat is up for her, I want to say 12th or 13th serve now.
Something like that, yeah, no.
Sweezy
Very good streak.
Badge moving in here. It's going to be Gibson to send it over the backwards bump. Bahamid to receive. And finally, streak will end after a faulty hit by Grant there. Is not going to be able to get to her fellow teammate or over the net. As the libero is going to check in for Hat now. Dross with the serve over. It's going to be the libero to send it over. Or to hit it, rather. Grant to Patterson. Patterson will bring it over. And a little bit of fight for the ball against the net there.
Ball is back in St. Stephen's possession.
It's going to be number 10, Grant, up to serve now. Underhand serve, that'll make it over. Dross set up. McFadgen with the bump. They're going to play it. After Gibson's hit is almost out of bounds. As a quick switch to a volley from Calder is going to cost them the point. And McFadgen up to serve now. Going to go with an underhand serve. It's going to make it over. It's going to be number 4, Patterson to receive. St. Stephen is going to get the point there, as it's the penultimate point for St. Stephen. I've been practicing that pronunciation.
Yeah?
Yeah. I probably still messed it up. But
who knows? I don't really know the pronunciation, so I can't correct you on it.
That sounds right.
It sounds good, so.
Patterson with a kill there, or not a kill, a ace. No one is going to make contact with the ball. An underhand ace is very rare. Underhand ace sounds like a rapper. Yeah. It's going to be Sweezy to receive. It's match point here. Stakes are high. It's going to be Calder with the hit. Out of bounds. Inbounds, rather.
Just in bounds.
Just in bounds. As I said, it's kind of hard to see from this angle.
It is. I wasn't sure if that was out or not, but
apparently it is. All right. We'd like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors.
Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSCI Consultants Limited.
These sponsors really help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams.
And if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Again, I'm going to take this time to thank everyone helping the games, that being our minor officials, that being Delaney McElwain and Ali Sirwa with the score sheet and scoreboard. I want to say Delaney's the one working the score sheet, and Sirwa working the scoreboard. It's going to be Claire Douaron, I want to say, as the referee, doing a great job from what I can see. People helping out with the stream here. We got a bunch of people, mostly... we got Tim Neidert doing console. We got Jay and Willow Gillett doing camera and scoreboard. We got me and Cecilia Pauly here doing commentation. And yours truly, as I was saying, Kevin Skeffers-Roy. And we got Ashton Little chowing down in the background, ready to help whenever needed. As we're going to go in the fourth set, these ones are now completely exhibition. Got it there. Exposition. No.
That's what I said the first time, and you said it was wrong.
No, yeah. Isn't that like a big travel you go on?
But I don't think it's that.
Ashton's confirming that is what it is.
It is?
Yes. An exposition, yeah.
Not exposition.
No.
You said exposition again.
No, with a B.
There's no B. It's P. You got this.
My apologies, folks. Alright. These games are not league.
These games are just for fun.
Grass with a beautiful serve, though, nonetheless. Albert setting it up. It's going to be McFadgen once again being the main setter for tonight, I want to say. And Finney with a nice bump, tricking up number 5, and is going to gain the points for the Lakers. He's coming. Chloe Grass with a serve once again. See if the Lakers can get a little bit of a serving streak here. I find something that the Lakers are good at is when the games are not stressful, they play insanely way better. You can see.
It's actually a little bit sad.
Yeah, but it's nice. You lose a game, but then you win the other sets. You kind of feel better about yourself.
Yeah,
I feel like winning the last set is almost as important when it comes to morale.
Yeah, because at least you have that to go home with. That you won at least like a few sets. Nice tip there.
Albert setting for Finney there. That's the end on the point there. We saw that with the senior girls versus McAdam last week, where they lost the league games, and then as soon as they played a non-league game, they 15-1 them. So that would happen. It's over. They're gonna play it, even though it looked like it may have been out of bounds, as Sweezy would have had to move a lot there. It's gonna be up by Patterson. McFadgen here. It's gonna be Finney bringing it over here. Bahamut in the back now. Patterson moving to get that over. Number 5, Heislop's not going to be in the correct location to bring that one over, but it's still going to try. As Chloe's on a 3 serving streak, we're going to make that 4 here, hopefully. And I jinxed her. Commentator's curse, as good old Mr. Wright would like to say. I mean, good young Mr. White. I need those bonus grades. This is going to be number 13. Serving. Claire Riant. And see what happened there. Did it go out of bounds or did I make it over, or a bit of both?
I'm not sure. I was stretching during that.
Oh, nice save there by number 5 as the rally is going to commence here. It's going to be Finney, the number 5 for the Lakers, saving that one. And getting the point. Going to be And McFadden up serving again. Almost makes it over. We hear a desperate cry from the JV girls saying it's over, but it's not going to be over.
Very, very light serve, too.
I think that's where she tries to go for, as it can be a very deadly spot for the JV teams.
Just before the net. Most JV teams that I've seen haven't really been able to get those types of serves. And even senior teams with, like, Charlie Gregory's serve.
Struggle with that.
Yeah.
When his serve hits the net but then goes over a little bit, they're like, what am I supposed to do against that?
Yeah. It makes it a lot more difficult than what if it had like a good arch on it and it like just landed right in the middle. That's the perfect spot that you want to receive a serve.
Sam Patterson up to serve again. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Finney up to serve now. Very high serve. It's going to make it over. Sweezy setting. Sweezy bumping for the set. Is going to be Grieve with the set, and then a little bit of communication between Albert and Sweezy, and no hit is going to be made.
Yeah.
It's going to be high slope. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it.
Very strong serve. You could see Chloe Grass wasn't able to adjust herself to hit the ball, like, or bump it to be able to get it up. But you could see the power on the serve.
Beautiful serve by Gabby Highslope. Highslope sounds right. My apologies. I should be good at pronunciation, as I do speak 2 languages, but well, I speak English is kind of being nice to me. I can barely pronounce half the words.
Speak English.
At this point, my French is probably getting better than my English.
Yeah.
Good job there by the Spartans there. They're going to take the lead now. As it's high slope up the serve again. That sounds right.
Yeah, it does. I think that's what I said.
Ooh, crazy serve. But once again, same predicament. Trying to hit after that serve. It kind of just keeps the momentum. Makes it actually go out of bounds. But since it's you at the last hit, that means it's going to be the Spartans' point. Okay, slope up to serve once again. Crazy serve. This time, no one's even going to hit it. I'm pretty sure Finney's hit would have done the exact same thing as the other hits, but the effort is nice to see.
Still there, yeah. It's good to have a little bit of effort. At least players going for the ball means that they're trying, so that's always good.
Grass to receive. It's going to be over by Sweezy.
Very far
all the way in the back rank, and that's going to be a point there. Adeline up to serve. We can hear Zoe Henry giving her a shout there. And it's going to work, as she's going to have a beautiful serve right into the middle. And that's going to be a point.
With the Lakers catching up and tying with the Spartans. Oh. Yeah, tying.
Yeah, it would be a tie. Our scoreboard's a little delayed. My apologies.
Yeah.
Albert, and a little bit of a miscommunication there between Grass and McFadden's going to cost them the point, but it's going to be number 8, Mira Mohammed, to serve. Or maybe not, maybe a miscommunication. Oh, no. Everything's fine. And there's the classic Charlie Gregory serve, as we like to say in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Serve that barely makes it over the net and ends up
just landing right at the feet of the players up at the front.
I've only seen Charlie do it once, but I'm going to trademark it as that.
It's all him.
All him. That serve is not going to go over, but probably would have done the same thing as before if it did. It's going to be Grieve up to serve here. It's received by Mohammed. He's going to send it right over. Fadgen is going to work. Great job by Squeezy to stop herself before going over the net. McFadgen is going to bump here, and it's going to be Finney to bring it over. Finney's going to send it right to the moon, and that's going to be a dead ball by the Lakers. The Spartans are gonna get a little bit more of a lead now. Number 12 is up to serve, that being Stewart. Nice underhand serve. And now it's gonna be Stewart up to serve once again. In between all three of them, that being Grieve, Albert, and Finney. But none of them are going to be able to make contact as she's going to get an ace. Serve with a successful serve. It's easy to bring it over, and she's going to. A little bit of a low bump there is going to cost them the point as Lakers are fighting pretty hard to keep this one alive, and they're doing a great job. Only 3-point deficit.
Yeah.
One of the smallest we've seen this far into a set.
Especially, this far into the set, usually they tend to fall a little bit more behind than they are. But no, they're able to keep this game going pretty well.
And doing a great job at it. I would also like to say that it doesn't seem that the Spartans are playing that much of a diverse team. Not to take away from them, but it's not to take away from the Lakers. I think they're just getting better at playing up against these players. As we see a very familiar face up here, Calder up to serve. Very powerful server. Perfect line touch there. Calder once again up to serve here. She's getting ready. Nice overhand serve. Right into the net, sadly. It's going to be Chloe Grasp to serve, as you can probably hear from Zoe Henry's. It's going to be number 13 up to serve now, that being Claire Rionit. My apologies, guys. Really sorry. Oh, good try by McFadden. Realizing, hey, this is my third hit. I need to make sure this one's over, and almost being able to do that is very impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Claire up to serve once again. That one's going to be a little short. As it's going to be McFadden up to serve once again. I think we've already seen her serve this set. It's going to be a very high ball. That's what she goes for. Going for that dead middle. That's a little bit of rally. It's going to commence here. It's going to be Patterson. It's going to be 5 to bring it over. Being high slope. And out of bounds by the Lakers. Patterson up to serve. And she is successfully going to get that point now. Patterson once again up to serve here as it gets close to the end of this set. 5 points remaining for the St. Stephen Spartans. Sweezy's going to receive that one. McFadden's going to send that one up. Quick rebuttal there by High Slope, and we're going to see a minor injury there to the shin of Finney, I want to say, as it will be. Another nice serve here. McFadden's going to bump it. And that's 3 hits there. Patterson, the nice serve. McFadden received. Finney's going to be able to bring that one over, but it's going to be out of bounds. Patterson to serve. Finney. Would have been a very deadly bump if it would have been able to go just a couple inches over.
Yeah.
But sadly, it's actually going to end up being deadly for the Lakers. So they're not going to be able to receive that one as Albert attempts, but to no avail. It's going to be Patterson for set point here. They're going to be able to play this one. Patterson making her way to the middle for setting. Albert. Grieve bringing it over. Calder. Up by Highslope. And the Lakers are going to hold on by a thread here.
Yep. I really do admire their ability to, like, hang on to these sets. I'm jinxing them, but I did, like, this set, they did better than, like, they keep getting better and better, which is good. It's good to see a team.
I would take this time to apologize for my scream last game that we recorded. I saw that going around the some text groups.
You talk like you're being bullied.
I am. I was just trying to get hyped up there, and I actually came in a little bit too strong. These mics don't have a high-end cut, which I'm used to working with, and I think maybe we should look into that just for me. But anyways.
You were very hyped that last set. Well, the entire time you were.
They won. It was a great set.
It was. It was really good.
So I apologize for people who are just trying to chill and watch the game. I think I'll try to cut down on that, so don't worry. Anyways, I'd like to take this time to thank our minor officials, that being Jillian McElwain working the score sheet, talking currently to the referee of the night, that being Chloe Duaron, and also we got Ali Sirwa working the scoreboard. Up here today we have the Gillets, that being Jay Gillett working the scoreboard, and Willow Gillett working the camera. We got Cecilia Pauly helping with commentation. We got Tim Nider in and out now as he's also eating, but he's doing a great job on console nonetheless, making sure audio is sounding good up here. So if you have any complaints, just send them to him and he should be able to fix them. We got some people in the back here too helping with various things. Looks like they're reading a book.
We would also like to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSCI Consultants Limited.
Our sponsors help us to improve viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams.
If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information.
Thank you. Great serve there to start off by Callie Hatt. I have to assume her brother is the one who plays on the senior boys team.
I felt like that last name was familiar to me, but I couldn't place why.
9 times out of 10, I'm like, maybe it's a cousin, but it ends up being a direct sibling relation, as they're both good at volleyball, and
it runs in the family, I guess.
Runs in the family, but maybe they are cousins, or maybe they're not even related. We have a lot of littles here from Harvey. There's a lot of
different ones, yes.
Yes, yeah, a lot of different last names. So who knows?
Yeah.
But
and being good at sports doesn't always run in the family. My brother's good at, like, a lot of sports, and I am not.
You are a good volleyball player, don't lie. Number 7 up to serve here once again, Callie Hatt. She went on a little bit of a serving streak on the second or third set. I can't remember.
You keep jinxing her because no, she just hit it right out of bounds.
But she did go on a nice streak there. It's going to be Guitard up to serve now.
Let's hope that she goes on a nice streak. No jinxing, knock on wood. We gotta start doing that more often, especially for our teams.
And she gets an ace.
Knocking on wood, it always works.
Luckily, our entire skybox is made out of wood, so
yeah, and
plenty of places to
whole gym. Another beautiful serve.
A little bit of a rally starting here. It's gonna be Grieve sending over with a nice reverse bump. Henry helping out there. Guitard with a nice serve. Almost hitting Henry in the face. That serve is going to be nice, but not enough power or follow through. I can never tell. You're usually the better one of the judge of the serve.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching that one very closely, but I will make sure to, just for you.
Claire up to serve there, and that has plenty of follow through and plenty of power, and it's going to be a nice, successful serve. As Henry He's gonna get on the ground there to try to get that one.
That's the first time I've seen her fall all night.
That's a first.
It is.
No fall until the final set for Henry. This is a weird game.
It is a weird game. She played first set too.
She did.
And another one, I'm pretty sure.
She likes digging a lot.
She does, yeah. Beautiful return there.
Guitar bringing it to the front, and a little bit of a weird volley by Grieve is going to cost him the point, but she seems pretty forgiving. Very apologetic for that one, which is what you want to see in a team. And that serve had too much follow through.
Yeah, I guess so. Follow through to the ground, I guess.
Speaking of going to the ground, we got Zoe Henry up to serve.
Also smacking the ball into the ground.
Not sure what that means, but a little bit of a point by our referee for the night, Claire Duara, is going to give the point to St. Stephen here.
It's always sad when you step over the line.
It was heartbreaking when they started making a comeback, the senior boys, and then I want to say it was Robichaud, was it?
I think it was, yeah.
Stepped over the line.
Was that the most recent one?
Yes, I want to say against Mackwick, maybe.
I think, yeah.
Nice hit there by the Lakers, and that's going to be inbounds, but Spartans aren't going to think so, and it's going to cost them the point as they say, step back. But you know what? It's actually going to be inbounds by a decent margin.
It is good to go for the ball, but I guess it's also good to not, because they were able to see that one was
going to be out.
Yep.
Out, as we say it here in Canada.
I'm pretty sure everyone watching is from Canada. But who knows?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Maybe our reach is spreading.
Nice slope. Nice slope with a unsuccessful serve here, and it's up for number 28. Dross.
Very low serve. Low serves are very good. You never know.
Oh, my apologies. Dropping stuff all over the booth here. Dross to serve once again. A little bit too much of a low serve, as that one's going to go in the net.
Yeah, that is the danger with serving low like that.
No swap here for the teams, I have to imagine, because it's not a league match. I assume this one may go to 25, actually.
I was actually just about to ask, do you think it'll go to 25 or just 15 and no switch? But I think it will just go to 25. But we'll see.
They usually end up going to 25, especially if it's a game where the first set went by really quickly.
Yeah.
They want to get all the playtime that they want to get.
Yeah.
It's going to be granted to serve now. Nice underhand serve. It's going to be received by Henry. It's going to be Sweezy. It's going to be over by McFadgen. No assistant needed there, as a nice bump there is going to be able to bring it over to the other side. Sweezy will attempt to assist, and it will be the points of the Lakers. Or not.
I think she may have touched the net or gone over the line, something like that.
Yeah, so that's sometimes a point where you kind of want to back up and let the ball do its thing.
Yeah, but you never know.
Henry to see once again. Sweezy. The badge and bringing that one over. Quick rebuttal.
A little bit more cautious with
hit there.
How she hit it over after watching Lily lose the point for that. She was pretty lightly with the not lightly, but she was pretty light with her tap there.
Grant with the low serve.
Too low. It's net.
Emma up the serve. McFadgen, number 29 on their team. Very high serve. It's going to be received by high slope. Very far hit there by Claire Rionet. McFadgen will be up to serve once again, as this could draw it. Good set attempt by Medidona.
The Lakers tying up the score here, 11-11.
Yes. Probably one of the latest ties we've seen. I think we've seen it once before this game. Great job there by Sweezy. Back and forth there by Sweezy, and Henry is going to get them the point. Them putting in a lot of work there.
Yep.
Sometimes you need the entire team to get a point. Sometimes all you need is two players.
Yeah, that is true.
And in the case of Emma, you need no players. And that serve. Good serve, though. Again, that's one of the issues of going super high is you kind of don't get that exact placement.
Yeah, it's not like it can end up affecting how the team is able to receive the ball too. I find with pretty high sets and hits, it's a lot easier to get because they seem to they float a little bit. Like they stay up in the air for longer, so you're able to see where they're going to land and kind of adjust yourself to that position.
I find when you go with the high balls, you don't really want to aim for the line as much as.
Yeah, definitely, because
they're gonna know if they should play it or not.
And there's always a chance that it will go out. But there is pros and cons to both high and low hits and serves because low sometimes like that doesn't even make it over the net. But I think that was an issue with not enough power.
Sweezy to serve now. 14-13.
Very close, especially so far in the game.
Great job there by Lakers to recover that. Hit over by number 13. All the way in the back. 13 to volley over. So that's 15-13.
And that's the end. So it
will
is
go to
15.
I wasn't entirely sure as it didn't switch, but it will be.
Yep.
Super close set then if that was going to 15.
Very close, especially.
Like at that point, it would have gone past 15.
Yeah.
And I probably would have said, oh, it was going to 25, and I would have been wrong. So we're glad that one didn't happen. Well, we're not. Okay, I'm going to take back what I said. The Lakers almost won that set, which was awesome. Great game all around, especially closer to the end half.
Yeah, the Lakers were able to pick up their pace a lot more than at the start.
Anyways, I'm going to take this time to shout out everyone helping with the game before we say goodbye here. We're going to have Delaney McElwain helping with the score sheet, I want to say. We had Ali Sirwa helping with the scoreboard. We had Jay Gillett helping with the scoreboard on our stream. We had Willow Gillett pointing your eyes in the right direction. Me and Cecilia Pauly with some amazing commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we had Tim Nider working the console. And he'll be the one signing us off here. Good night, everyone.
Yep.
See you guys tomorrow.